everybody. Dr. Giggles in the house. The Grove Show is now live. Anybody watching, feel free to share it, tweet it out, whatever you do on social medias. Make sure that you definitely do check it out. And thank you for watching, everybody that's watching. And I know people are going to start, filling in the role and everything. Before we get into everything, if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, tell us how we're doing. Join the conversation. Let's have some fun tonight. This week, we're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to be talking about Sonny's place that we found in Connecticut, which is actually about 10 minutes away from Six Flags New England. And we're going to talk about some Hauntapolooza stuff that we've done over the weekend. Talk about Fright Kingdom in New Hampshire. We're going to talk about 13th World in Cumberland, Rhode Island. Talk about this coming weekend. We're going to talk about some Six Flags news, some Six Flags New England news, some Dollywood and Dolly Parton news, some Knoebels news, some San Diego SeaWorld news. We are also going to be talking about the IAAPA press schedule. So if there's something that you'd like to see us cover, by all means, let us know in the comments down below. We're also going to be talking about, again, the ACE event for October 20th, because there's been a little update. And we'll see where it takes us this week, because you just never know where we're going to go with this. What's up, Lindsay? Yeah, I saw that you've uploaded some videos from the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. Actually, I retweeted one of them. Yeah, I'll have to check out the rest of them. I only saw little bits of, this week's been pretty crazy with work. I thought at first it was starting out slow, and then it got busier, and it was crazy, and, this week's been crazy. Been very crazy. Also, before we get into it, there have been videos that we've been uploading. As a matter of fact, when this show ends around 11 o'clock tonight, the Sonny's Place video will go up, and tomorrow I believe the POV of the haunted hayride there will go up tomorrow. So technically today you got 3 videos. You got the one from the Trick or Treat Trail that's at Six Flags New England. You have the Grove Show, right now, and then you will have what do you call it? The Sonny's Place tonight. And we'll see what happens with that, and see, what people like, and so on and so forth. It's definitely going to be, you get 3 videos today. So, and then I think I might play some Planet Coaster after. I haven't played in like 2 weeks. It's been crazy busy. Every time I try to sit down, I'm like, oh, I got to edit all these videos. And then I got to do this or do that. So on and so forth. So, without further ado, we'll start out with some Knoebels news. Hey, what's up, Sean? How's it going, dude? Yeah, see, you came in at the right minute. We did not go into anything. We're just gonna kick off the news. But yeah, so we'll start with the news, and we'll just keep talking about stuff, because there's some cool stuff today that we need to talk about. Anyway, so let's start with Knoebels. Knoebels, there's like a little hint teaser thing going on about that over-the-top ride that they tried to put in last year. It's like that family kid ride that flips over the top. If you don't know what it is, they've had problems with it. It went back to the factory. They had to fix something. They brought it back, but it looks like they're going to get rid of it. And I saw this on Screamscape, and I mean, it would make sense if it's true. With Knoebels and doing their Halloween thing, Halloween weekends, and then they just had Phoenix Fall Fun Fest last weekend. There's a tombstone within the train ride that says over the top 2018 to 2018. And usually when they have a grave marker like that, that means the ride's gone, it's dead, it's whatever. So it's looking like they could potentially, I don't know if it's like a, the kind of trick or whatever, but I know they've had problems all year with the ride. It's just not doing what it's supposed to do, and they've had problems with it, and they just can't keep it going. So most likely they could be getting rid of it. I don't even know if it's open right now. I should probably ask Lugo that, to see if that ride was even open during Phoenix Fall Fun Fest, because I don't know. I didn't go to Phoenix Fall Fun Fest. thank God I didn't go. I don't know how many people saw that they were there for that event. Like the Friday night, they do the event just for enthusiasts, and there was like almost 700 people. It was like 648 or something like that. So it was like around 650 people. So it was definitely busy and definitely crazy. That's part of the reason. It's not like it used to be when I went, when I used to go. It used to be not as many people. You used to be able to get your money's. I don't feel. I mean, the event on Friday is free, so you can't really complain about that. But I mean, Phoenix Fall Fun Fest itself, like, you know, like the Saturday and the deal they have. I mean, it's a good deal, but I always find myself not getting my money's worth out of it. It seems too busy. But that's just me. I don't know how other people feel about it, but that's just how I feel. So we'll see what happens with Knoebels and Over the Top, because that could be leaving. SeaWorld San Diego announced Tidal Twister, which is a Skyline version of Skywarp Horizon. So that's going into SeaWorld San Diego. That's been like the news going around. I mean, I want to see one of these in action. When I went to IAAPA last year, they had a little tiny model on a table of what it looked like and what it did, you know. And I gotta say, it looked cool. It's small. It's not big by any means. It's got you know, the corkscrew there in it, and I find that you know, I don't really call them coasters or anything. I consider them like, you know, bigger versions of a Fireball. You know, I'm sure that the manufacturer says, "Oh, this is a roller coaster." To me, it's not, but that's just my opinion. That's not, you know, how it goes. That's just me. That's just me. I don't know what you guys, you know, let me know what you guys think. Do you feel that the Skyline attractions are coasters or not? That's the thing. You know, I like to see what the mass amount of people think. Is it a roller coaster, or do you consider it a flat ride like a Fireball? Even though the company for Fireball, Lawson, says that a Fireball is a coaster, a looping coaster. So what do you guys think about these Skyline rides? That's a good, I think that's a good question to ask everybody. Let me know. Now here's some Dolly Parton. This is like a two-parter. It's got to do with Dolly Parton, then the other part has to do with Dollywood. So Dolly Parton, everybody knows about the Dixie Stampede or Dolly, whatever the hell you want to call it now. They're going to be opening a Pirate Voyage dinner theater show. It's going to be adjacent to the island in Pigeon Forge. It's going to be 21,000 square feet. It's going to have a 15-foot lagoon. It's going to have a, you know, a pirate ship plank thing and all that inside it. You're going to have a 4-course pirate feast. They have another one, I think, like in South Carolina or something, somewhere in that vicinity, and it's really popular, so they're going to bring that. So you're going to have your Stampede. You're going to have the Lumberjack show. Now you're going to have the pirate show. So if you think about it, in the Pigeon Forge area, they're going to have a ton of dinner shows, which is great, because for those that have never been to the Dixie Stampede, that's a phenomenal show. I loved it. I didn't think I was going to like it. I mean, I like how everybody gets into it. You know, you get no utensils, you're eating your food, you're having a good time. It's a great show. Plus, I was part of the show one time. It was great. It's fun. I was doing the bucket brigade. You know, the next one fills the bucket, fill the bucket, fill the bucket, and we won. I have that medal here somewhere. Still. Somewhere. I don't know where the hell it's in one of my bins. So at some point, I'll bring that out. Even though anybody can buy this medal in the gift shop. So keep that in mind. So anyway, so part 2 to this is at Dollywood, Lightning Rod has finally reopened. The trains look a little different. I wish I had the comparison photo of what the train looked like before they closed it and what it looks like when it opened. It looks like the front car is a little smaller. Some of the, you know, like what I call the decoration on the train, the theming, is a little less. It still looks like the front of a hot rod a little bit. It's not big and clunky as it was, so I don't know if that was causing an issue. So it's a lot less decoration than there was. Also, the pothole from the people that have ridden it that they had at the bottom of the hill is gone. So that would be nice. You know, that would be good. So we'll see how long this lasts, if it's going to continue to be going, or is it just going to break down again and see what happens. I mean, that's a shame, because Lightning Rod looks to be like a fun coaster. I haven't gone because I want to make sure it was open. I mean, I love Dollywood. I could go regardless if Lightning Rod is open or not. I just don't want to be teased with it sitting there, and I wish I could be riding it. That's just me. And the construction on the Grove there that they're building for next year. It's, you know, things are starting to happen. Things are going. So I can't wait to see the final product of that. I think it's going to look great. What else do we got? Six Flags. This has been like big news that came out just yesterday. Six Flags signed a deal with the Rockford Park District to lease and operate the Magic Waters water park starting in spring 2019. This is a 43-acre water park located in Rockford, Illinois, just west of Chicago, that has been owned and operated by the local park district since 1988. And it means that the Six Flags Gold Season Pass that offers admission to Six Flags Great America and Hurricane Harbor will also work at Magic Waters. So I had never heard of this water park. So it seems like Six Flags is just eating up water parks left and right. Probably the cheaper thing to invest in, obviously, where you can, you know, you can keep continuously like adding stuff, and you probably get more bang for your buck out of it than trying to. Well, I mean, you still can get your bang for your buck out of a park, depending upon where it is, how much it costs, and, you know, all that good stuff. So it really just depends, and it just seems, I guess the easiest thing for Six Flags to do right now is buy up the water parks. Pretty soon, I don't even know if they already do, but pretty soon they're going to have more water parks than actual amusement parks, which would be really weird. But it is what it is, I guess. Pretty soon we're going to have DC-themed water park rides. That would be kind of interesting. You know, like a speed slide. Call it the Flash. That would be a cool idea, actually. But I don't know. You know what I'd like to ask everybody that's watching, and anybody that watches after? Answer this in these comments after I say this, because I would really like to know what you guys think. Are you guys like, you know, like DC superheroed out, like I'm saying, and like, is there too much fatigue with all this DC themed rides? Do you think it's too much overboard? Do you think they should do less? Do you think they should do more? That's really a good question I want you guys to answer, because I mean, for me personally, it doesn't matter either way, but I'd like to know from a standpoint of other people. I mean, if you look at what a lot of parks are doing, it's just like, when you look at the rides being announced every year, the majority of them are DC themed. You know, whether it's Green Lantern or Superman or Batman or the Joker or Harley Quinn or whatever. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's too much? Is what I'm really saying. Do you think like they should back off and just come with original names? Do you think that they should keep doing it? Like, who cares? So Sean, he loves the DC rides. My whole thinking about this is, I like, you know, I like to have a themed area. Yes, I'm all for having themed areas, but it just seems that Six Flags New England's a great example of this. I would say at least half the park now, not the water park, the dry park. I'm starting to think that at least half of it now is DC themed, because you have the Gotham City area and you have the DC area. And then you have Crack Axle Canyon, you have Rockville, and then you have what do you call it? The North End. So, with that being said, you know, do you think in that aspect that it's too much? Do you think it's too much DC stuff? I mean, because, I mean, people are talking about, hey, I mean, I've been guilty. I've said it myself, too. Take Kidsopolis and theme that to, like, DC Kids. I mean, it's only a matter of time before they do that. That's the thing. But then, I mean, are you really just going to become DC, the park, instead of just Six Flags? Because you're just going to have DC rides. You know, like, everybody knows Superman and Batman and all that. But, I mean, how popular really is the DC? Because, I mean, the movies in this new, like, universe they're creating aren't doing so hot in terms of stuff. Yeah, see, that would be cool. If Six Flags invests in Skywarps and the like, I was thinking adding one to the Golden Kingdom, calling it Twisted Dragons. I mean, that would be cool. Yeah, that's going to be coming up in a second. I did talk to the park, And then I'll read you the statement that I got from the park about Crime Wave. So let's get into Crime Wave. So the rumor going around is that it popped up on Screamscape, took everybody by surprise. Now, I did not go to the park over the weekend, so I didn't see if Crime Wave is down. I don't know if it was like an old picture, got to him late. I don't know. I don't know officially what's going on, but let me pull up my email real quick, and I will tell you what I was told. Now I asked, I emailed Jen, and I said, I don't know what you're allowed or not allowed to say, but a lot of people did message me and ask me about it, and I told her this, and I said, you know, I just need to know. So this is what Jen said to me. I said, what'd I say? Does it have my initial? Doesn't have my sent email in the. Oh wait, show. So I said, we saw a rumor on Screenscape about Crime Wave taken down. Not sure if that's even true. I remember it was taken down earlier in the season to do some rehab work, then put back up. Is this old news? Is it true? Is it down for more rehab? Is it leaving? Is it being scrapped or moved? I said, people are freaking out, so I figure I'd come to you and get the answer. I'm not sure what you can or cannot say, but I figure I ask and see if there was anything you were allowed to say. I said, thanks, Josh. So, her response, and it really wasn't like a huge response, but I told her I would let everybody know what she said. So it says, at this time, we cannot confirm or made any announcements of retiring the ride. At this time, Crime Wave is business as usual, unless down for mechanical or rehab purposes. So that is the, that's what I got. That's the answer that I got from the park. So take that as it is. The only proof that I saw was what was on Screamscape, and I don't know, because, like, that is like a cryptic message. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are thinking it came down because there was an accident on one. Because there was one similar to Crime Wave somewhere that had an accident. Maybe they were taking it down to check the parts or whatever it was. Nobody knows, and that's just the answer that I got from the park. It's like cryptic, not... It's saying something, but not saying something. It's kind of like, yeah, this is what I got to say, buzz off. You know, maybe that's what the, you know, it could be nothing, it could not. But again, I haven't talked to anybody that was there over the weekend to tell me or show me that it was down. So I don't know if it was taken down, if it's up, is it, you know, I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that question. So with that answer, it's just kind of weird. It really is. It's a weird spot. And there is good news at Six Flags New England. We posted about this on the Facebook. That Superman is now running 2 trains. So now you don't have to wait as long. It's nice. They're running 2 trains. They got the other train back up. You know, everything was all hearsay when it was coming back. I heard end of October. You weren't seeing it until next year. I heard a bunch of stuff. But as of Sunday, it was running 2 trains. And so it's nice. It's great. So now we get the rest of the season, the next, what, 2 or 3 weeks, like 2 weeks left, we can enjoy. So that'll be good. All right. All right, so next on the list of things to do, we're going to go over the IAPA press schedule real quick. Because I got my paper here. I'm going to circle things about the press schedule. This is for those that have never been to IAPA, I will let you know what IAPA is. For those that know what IAPA is but doesn't know what the press schedule is, I will inform you what that is. So IAPA is the Amusement Industry Expo that's held in Orlando, Florida. I talked about this a few weeks, and I bring it up periodically because we went last year, and it was a whole new experience. It was cool. No, Superman is not open during holiday in the park. That area is closed. You know, Wicked Cyclone's closed. Sky Screaming's closed. I know last year they had Gotham City open, that whole area. They had Flashback. I don't remember if Pandemonium was open or not. I don't remember. Yeah, we can let Jessica do the circling on this. So basically, so anyway, so with the whole with this schedule of press events is these are different, you know, every day there's press for all these different companies, and they're going to announce things. They're going to show things. You could see things like the front coaster train of a new roller coaster coming, or whatever it is. So, you know, so I'm going to run this down from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Go over what it is real quick, and then you guys can let us know what you would like to see. Fair enough. And then even after the fact, you can leave a comment below if you're watching this after it's live, and then you can, you know, just leave a comment down below and whatever. So Thursday, November 13th, from 10:15 to 10:35 a.m. is SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment. And that was the same time as last year, too. 10:40 to 10:50 is Premier Rides. And then 10:55 to 11:05 a.m. is Skyline Attractions. 11:15 to 11:45 a.m. is Whitewater West. 11:55 to 12:20 is Sally Corporation. 12:30 to 1 p.m. is Dynamic Attractions. 1:10 to 1:35 is Extreme Engineering. 1:45 to 2:10 is SNS/Kennywood. So they're probably going to show you the Steel Curtain Train or something. 2:20 to 2:45 is Daniel's Woodlands and Madame Tussauds. 2:55 to 3:20 is Poland Water Parks. 3:30 to 4 o'clock is Zamperella. 4:10 to 4:20 is Zamperella / Give Kids the World. And 4:30 to 4:55 is Lubo, Luboo. And that's all the announcements for that day. So if there's something in that, you know, click. I mean, I know I'm going to check out. I mean, for me personally, what I would like to see would be SeaWorld, Premier, possibly Skyline, Sally Corp, SNS Kennywood, and I mean, beyond that, it's hit or miss. I mean, the cool thing is whatever they unveil is there. You're just missing the people talking, and if you don't go to it, you're just missing the people talking and the little tiny ceremony. So you get like 20 minutes, you know, 10, 20 minutes for whatever announcement per booth, and they just keep it going. You go wherever it tells you where the booths are and stuff like that. So if there's something that you want to see, you go see it, you know, whatever they unveil. If not, while you're walking the floor, you can see stuff. I mean, it looks like crazy hectic, like, oh, I gotta like go to everything, you know. And if you want to see the announcement, by all means, you go see the announcement. If you don't want to see the announcement, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really doesn't matter. So, because you'll still, like, if they're showing a coaster car, the coaster car is going to be there all week. I mean, I made sure I was doing Mac because everybody was like, "Oh, they're gonna show off the time traveler car." And I mean, what they did, they put on a show with it. They unveiled it. They had the fog and the lights, and it was crazy. You know, SeaWorld unveiled the Infinity Fall, you know, the raft ride that they just opened up. You know, that raft, and they had a sloth, and they had all this other stuff, and it was cool. They had a bunch of stuff, and it was great. So anyway, so Wednesday, November 14th, 10:15 to 10:40. Brogent Technologies / Legoland. So that's probably got to do with probably Legoland New York. Not sure. 10:50 to 11:20 Triotech. 11:30 to 11:55 Accesso. 12:05 to 12:30 the Weber Group. 12:40 to 1:05 Sensei whatever Technologies. That's SNS. 1:15 to 1:40 SimWorks. 1:50 to 2:15 the Gravity Group. 2:25 to 2:50 Wallotopia. 3 to 3:25 Feld Entertainment. 3:35 to 4:05 Saudi General Entertainment Authority. And that's it for Wednesday. I mean, there's nothing there that really, I mean, maybe Gravity Group might kind of stand out a little bit. You know, they're going to show something off there. What, I don't know, but they'll show something. Then Thursday, they have, oh, excuse me, 10:15 to 10:40 Great American Recreation. 10:50 to 11:15 Ride Entertainment. 11:25 to 11:50 Ideas Extremis. 12 to 12:25 CAVU Design Works. 12:35 to 1 p.m. BMI Merchandise. 1:10 to 1:35 Zip Flyer. 1:45 to 2:15 Magic Jump. 2:20 to 2:45 Ariant Water Park. 2:55 to 3:20 Embed. 3:30 to 3:55 Studio Interiors. 4:05 to 4:30 is Major Mega. See, if you're noticing, yep, that could also be Legoland, Florida as well. Hey, what's up, Nelson? As you can tell, the more you get further away from Tuesday, the less exciting stuff that there is. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I've never heard of, and that's fine too. Friday is a short amount of announcements. 10:15 to 10:40, Gilder Fluke and Company. 10:50 to 11:15 a.m. Eunice Technology. 11:25 to 11:50 Brunswick Bowling. 12 to 12:25 Brand Vending Products. And 12:35 to 1 p.m. Cart. K-A-R-T. So, I mean, out of all the things that I feel myself a must go to would be SeaWorld, Sally, S&S Kennywood. Those are definitely like the ones to go to for sure. Like, yes, go to those. Premier rides, they could be doing the Six Flags coast if that's who is in fact building the coasters for Six Flags. The launch coasters, you might see a train there. That might be cool. I mean, we're going to stop by all the booths anyway, so I mean, I'm not going to spend my entire time going to every single announcement because doing that, you don't get to see everything else. And that sucks. You want to see everything. I figure like SeaWorld, Premier Rides, Sally, and S&S are definite. Everything else, I honestly don't feel the need. I don't want to sound like a jerk, and I don't want to sound like nobody's important. I'm just saying for myself, like what I want to see and what I want to do and what I want to cover, I can't sit there and do everything. And the ones that I just said, and I don't know about Luco. Luco can look at this list too, and maybe there's something on there that he's like, I want to do. I'll go cover that, you know. Do I think Flash Pass at Six Flags Great Adventure is worth it? I think Flash Pass at any park is worth it. If, in fact, it's a nice busy day, I would do it. I mean, if it's like a slow day, no, you can get everything done. If it's a busy day and you want to like ride as much as you possibly can, get the Flash Pass. End of story. Get the Flash Pass. That's how I feel. I know a lot of people like, I don't want to spend that money. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do... Oh, you're a jerk. You have Flash Pass. You cut the line. Hey, you got to pay to play. That's just the way it is in this day and age. And everybody that knows me, I get cranky after a certain amount of time in a line. I get pissed. And then I start getting antsy, and I get anxiety, and I feel like the world's closing in on me, and I got to get out of the line. So I rather have the Flash Pass, get on and off the ride. I don't, you know, I could talk to people while I'm walking, or in whatever line, or whatever. I just don't like sitting in lines. It's not even a I feel entitled thing. I really think like there's more to my like an anxiety kind of thing I think going on. I notice like I start like I get like antsy, and like I said, I feel like the world's like closing in on me, and I need to get out of the line. I just can't sit there and be like sit in a line for an hour or two or whatever. Like I just, you know, I start getting pissed, cranky, thirsty, tired, hungry. Then what if I got to go to the bathroom? You know, it's not a fun time for me in the lines. So yeah, that's the IAAPA press schedule. Coming up soon, we are going to do a mainly IAAPA show, deciding, you know, myself and Luke are going to talk starting soon about what we want to cover. We need to set up a game plan, because without a game plan, it ends up being nothing, and it ends up being a waste, and then we don't have any footage. What I will say is we're going to try our best to be able to make vlogs every day. I'm going to bring my laptop. I don't think that's a realistic expectation, because the quick rundown of things so far, I don't see it happening. I don't see the time to be able to make a daily vlog. I just don't see it. But what I can do is when I come back, you know, put together the stuff and bang them out. I don't see that being a problem. Because, I mean, if you think about it, we're flying in on the Friday, and then Saturday we're going to do something. Sunday we're going to go do something. Monday we'll go do something. Monday we'll go get our badges. And then Tuesday starts IAPA. Wednesday IAPA. Thursday IAPA. Friday IAPA. And then you have, you know, the Tuesday night we're doing Magic Kingdom Mickey's Christmas. The Thursday night is the Universal event. And then, like, the Saturday we're going to do SeaWorld, and then Sunday we're going to fly home. To answer your question about the normal Flash Pass, normal Flash Pass is not worth it, period. Getting at least gold or platinum is worth it. Don't get a regular one. That's stupid. If you, like he said, you know, if El Toro has an hour wait, you got to wait the hour. You're not going to get any time on a regular one. So, honestly, a regular Flash Pass is not worth it. I remember back in the day, we used to get it. It was cool. You know. Well, see, Jess and the kids aren't going to IAPA. Jess is meeting up with us. She's flying in the Friday at the end of IAPA. And then we're going to go pick her up and whatever. So she's not going to be there. The kids aren't going to be there. I would never, at this moment in time, I would not take the kids to IAPA because they would get bored fast. They would aggravate the crap out of us to make us leave. You know what I'm saying? They would definitely, you know, the certain, I mean, if they could sit there and ride rides all day, and you potentially could, there are rides to ride, but I think you'd get sick of them after a while. You know, they would have fun with the Disney portion. They would have fun with the Universal portion. But that would be really expensive to take everybody to that. That would just be tough. It would be rough and it would be tough. You know? So, with that being said, yeah, there's just no... Not happening. I mean, and the problem is, I'm really and when it comes to, like, doing daily vlogs with the Martin's family thing, like the other stuff that we do that has nothing to do with this channel. Now, I'm not knocking the kids and I'm not knocking Jess. I'm what I call the main force behind that. I'm the one that pushes the limit, pushes the things to do. Now, I tried doing a daily vlog. Obviously, that didn't work. I mean, I had a whole bunch like, oh, ching, 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 ching. And then, you know, I do. It's just going to be a vlog when I say. Well, what I'm getting at with that is they wouldn't think to pick up a camera or a phone to record it. They're not like that. It's me. I like making videos. It doesn't, like, I don't care if the Martin's family blows up or it doesn't blow. I just, matter of fact, I was talking to Devin about this a little while ago because he hates the whole Martin's family channel thing. And the only reason why is most of the subscribers on that are his friends from school. Or people from school that want to watch anything that has to do with my son in it. And he hates it because they keep busting his chops. And, you know, and I said, look, this is more of for memories, for down the road. You know, like I'm 90 and I'm like on my way out and I want to see something before I die, like go down memory lane. Well, there you go. I could do that. So, yeah, I mean, you get what I'm saying. So, yeah, I just put all the stuff that people didn't want to see on this channel on that channel. That's really like the dumping grounds. But I make fun with it, and I make new stuff. It's just the stuff that nobody wants to watch here, I put over there. So that way people aren't like, yeah, you put this stupid crap. I only want to watch this crap. That way I can keep making videos that I want. That's all it is. No, daily vlogs can be possible with a full-time job. It's more of forgetting to pick up the camera. You know, when I'm at a park, bam. If I'm doing something interesting, bam. When I'm not, you know, a lot of people that are huge YouTubers, whatever. That's their job, to be a vlogger or a YouTuber or whatever. And that's not my everyday job. So, you can make a daily vlog every day. You can do that. Things happen every day. Now, someone like a Casey Neistat or whoever that you guys watch for daily vlogs, if you watch any, you could potentially, film stuff. You're just not going to be on a consistent schedule like a time. Like a lot of people are like, hey, I want to do this at 8 o'clock in the morning, or I want to do it 5 o'clock in the afternoon. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's things that happen at work that are hilarious that I wish I was picking up the camera. But there's times like I go on errands for work. I can be like, oh, I'm picking this up. And then something, Lugo, every time we go to the store, there's always some kind of weird adventure we go on. I do adventures every day. Yeah, I'm the boss. I mean, the funny thing is, nobody's in the office except me. I'm the only one there. All my guys are on the road. And if my father's not working, he's doing other stuff. Well, he's been mean. I mean, he did a job this week, and then for the last few weeks, he's been at my grandfather's house because my grandfather fell down, broke his hip. So they've been like cleaning his house, fixing the piping, and doing all this other crap at the house and all that stuff. So, it can be done. It becomes time consuming, and you just got to make sure that you got to balance the time. I don't want to sit here like constantly at my desk. I mean, I come down here every day and I'm editing videos or making content or doing something. I just like doing it. I know I'm not very good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not a Hollywood director, and I know my videos aren't always that great. Some hit and some miss. So, it all depends. It really all depends on like what's going on. And I try my best to edit. I really wish I had someone that can edit videos awesome, that wouldn't mind editing videos for nothing until we blew up or something on this channel, but that's not going to happen. Everybody wants to make money, and rightfully so. I get it. I totally get that. I just wish I was, that person that could do that, But, all right, so we did that. Now, the update that I have about October 20th event at Six Flags New England is we all know that the registration deadline is October 15th. So, Luke, if you haven't done it and if you're going, I would do so. The second thing... The second thing that, what do you call it? I'm going to get into Fairtown in a second, so just hold on let me finish my thought here, and then we'll get into Fairtown. What was my thought? Oh, Russ finally came back from Japan. He watched the video that I showed you guys last week, and he loved it, and he put it up. He had a little technical difficulty doing something, but he got it back up, and it's got a lot of views on it, actually. More than I thought it was going to get. And hang on, let me check real quick what it's at right now. Because I was looking. If you want to see the video again, I can show it if you really want to see it. If not, if you want to see it, you can go to American Coaster Enthusiast New England region, click the Behind the Scare event, click discussion. And the video's got 168 views right now. So that's pretty good. So, 2 people shared it. Oh, I did, and Sean Prout shared it. Bill Lincolnheimer commented. 168 views. A bunch of people liked it. So it's good. So, again, the video's there if you want to keep watching it over and over. So it's good. It is good. So anyway, so someone, the Clash boss, YT... asked, hey, do you recommend Fairtown Haunted House? And are they allowed to touch you at the haunted house? All right, so let me break down Fairtown. Let me break down Fairtown for you. And in the comment, everybody wants to make money, doesn't quite work. Exactly. For those that want to be part of something, you start out doing it for nothing. And you don't care because it's a passion. And then you eventually make money. It's just how it works. But anyway, so as it comes down for Fairtown, Fairtown runs their haunts 2 different ways. Right now, during the regular haunt season, it's regular. They don't touch you. They do nothing. You can just go through it, and it's fun. Now, the weekend after is called Full Contact. Let me double check to make sure that I am not talking trash and out of my butt. Oops. Fairtown. And I just want to check to see if they still have that whole thing. I don't know if tickets are up for it. Let's see. Do they have Full Contact up yet? I don't see Full Contact. Oh, one night. Oh, it's one night. Oh, well, November 2nd and 3rd this year is Extreme Fairs, it's called. Can you... Oh, so you could buy them ahead of time. So I need to talk about that with the gang. So we'll figure that out. But they have Extreme Fairs. It's cool. But anyway, so like I was saying, if you go during right now up until Halloween when when they finally close for the regular season, then you have, it's normal. They can't touch you. They can't do nothing. Now, Extreme Fairs, on the other hand, is totally different. That's a totally different experience. And if you don't like to be like freaked out, touched, and put in extreme situations, don't go. You're going to ruin your time. You might get kicked out by acting like a douche. So just keep that in mind. If you don't like being touched and you don't like being messed with like that, don't go on, November 2nd and 3rd. I love it. I love going. It was awesome. I don't know about Luco or any. I don't. My kids are terrified. They don't want to go back, but I'm still making them go back whether they like it or not. I know that they're terrified, and it is what it is. But again, at the end of the day, I loved it. Jessica loved it. See, here's the thing about with the Extreme Fizz. You're not going to be put into a situation where you're going to die. They're not going to do that. They're not going to like kick the crap out of you. You're not going to get hurt. I mean, you could get hurt, run and scream and trip, fall, smash your head, of course. But they're not going to do anything that's really going to hurt you. I mean, they might grab you a little rough, bump you around a little bit. Nothing like extreme, but it's all like psychological to mess with you. You get out of it what you put into it. So if you just kind of let your guard down, go with it, have fun, you will have, I'm telling you, you will have a blast. You'll have the time of your life. But if you fight it and you act like an idiot, oh my God, I can't take it anymore. No, Peter, cupcake, you're going to have a rotten time. You're going to go, why did I do this? You're paying the money to get scared, to get, you know what I mean? Because like regular haunts, they don't scare me. This one doesn't scare me, but I just like the whole interaction and the way that they treat you. And it's kind of messed up. You're paying all that money to get treated like crap. That's what it is at the end of the day. For real. So, with that being said, it is what it is. So take that with a grain of salt. So before we get into Sonny's place, what I want to do is I just want to go over the haunts that we went to over the weekend to kind of give my quick review and thoughts. And because we're working on videos for all the haunts we go to, so we can make individual haunt reviews, and then at the end, after all of them are done, we're going to make one video that's just going to go over the entire haunts that we went over, that we did for the season. So Friday night we went to Fright Kingdom, me, Jessica, and the 2 kids. So we had never been. And how much does Fairtown cost? Well, Fairtown, if you're talking about Fairtown, right now during regular tickets, they have 3 different packages. They have just a haunted house ticket, and how much is that? Oh wait. All right. So a regular ticket with nothing added on is $19. They got a combo ticket where you can get the haunt and possession, the crematorium, forest, dolls, axe throwing, and $2 game credit is $29. Oh, no. Combo ticket is Possession, an interactive horror experience in the haunted house. That's $29. All Access is emits one for the following: access to the haunt, Possession, crematorium, forest of dolls, axe throwing experience, $2, and midway game credit, and that's $39. That's not the touch you thing. If you want the extreme fears, it's a little bit more pricey. So if you want extreme fears, haunt only, it's $30. They have an extreme fears combo, which is the haunt and the Possession is $40. And extreme fears all access gives you the same thing as the all access is $55. So you're really paying extra to get messed with. So it all depends on if that's your kind of thing. So that's the prices for Fairtown. So now anyway, Fright Kingdom was $25. Right? Yes, Fright Kingdom was $25 for anybody that's looking. Fright Kingdom is in Nashua, New Hampshire. I have to say this. I had no idea what to go into. It's kind of weird, like when you get off the highway, finding a place. You know, you're thinking like, oh, this isn't really going to be a cool haunt. And then they have like a nice facade in the front. But let me tell you, the actors, the makeup's phenomenal. The haunt, phenomenal. And as Jessica would say, she gave it 5 Jessica zombie heads. That's what her review was. They have queue lines. They're all themed. Because what happens is it's not like one long continuous haunt. You go through like 5 or 10 minute haunt area, and then it walks out into a themed queue area to the next, and it's themed to the next area. Go through the next, and same, so on and so forth. There was a lot of cool stuff. The actors did an amazing job. The props were, like, I'm talking, like, to me, this was like Universal Studio Halloween Horror Nights quality haunt. Except that the scarers actually talk and do things, and it's not a recording like Halloween Horror Nights, and it's not like on a cycle. It's like legit. Like, it was like awesome. So then Saturday, where do we go Saturday? What do we do Saturday? What did we do Saturday? I don't remember what we did Saturday. Where did we go Saturday? Friday we did the haunt. Fright Kingdom. I know Sunday we went to 13th World and back to Fright Kingdom. And Salem. Oh, Saturday was Sonny's place. Duh. Okay, I'm an idiot. So, Sonny's place can get added into this a little tiny bit. They got a hayride, awesome, and we'll go more into that in a moment. So, on Sunday, we went to Salem, and we got there like, say like 11 o'clock. We left by like 3, 4 o'clock. Jessica really just wasn't really feeling it. You know, we went to Salem. We were supposed to spend the whole weekend. Hotel room got all messed up and all that other stuff. So we just went on Sunday instead. What do you call it? The, we went, so that, it was packed. It was crazy. It was Columbus Day weekend. It was nuts. They had Kane Hodder there, the guy who played Jason Voorhees in a few of the movies. Myself and Jeremy, we took a picture with him. We also, Jessica is like a huge fan of all the characters that walk around, and you can tip her money. She loves doing that with the scary ones. So we did that. We walked around. We didn't really do any witch tours or witch museums. We did the Gallow Hills. We did the show. We did the haunt downstairs in the basement of it. We did that, and then she was just like, you could just tell she was just like, just get me out of here. So we got out of there. And then, we decided that we were going to meet up with Danielle and Jimmy, and we went to 13th World in Cumberland, Rhode Island. Now, last year we went, and it was awesome. It was phenomenal. This year was okay, but it wasn't as bad. And Danielle and Jessica gave it 3 Jessica zombie heads, not 5. I thought it was okay. Could it have been better? Yeah. It just seemed shorter this year, and the ending wasn't as good as last year. you know, for me, for my liking, it just wasn't. I'm not saying it's a horrible haunt. I'm just saying it's not as good as it was last year. I mean, haunts are not going to be the same every, well, hopefully they're not the same every year, but then the next year they'll change it out, because like even the entrance was totally different. Last year they had like, you know, like stand-up coffins you walk through, and it had like a totally different story and stuff. Why is the stream called The Grove Show? Good question. So anybody that didn't know this or watches this and goes, what the hell is this? Good question. The Grove Show was started for SFNEOnline back in 2012 on Ustream. It's just a video podcast for theme parks and New England stuff and all over, whatever's the main stuff we need to talk about. And this was always the Grove Show's, like, the theme. Like, this was originally just for the Grove Show. And then as I took over SFNEOnline, people were confused. People are still confused, and it's kind of funny. It's like trying to beat people in the head with a stick to go, no, you're wrong. I run SFNEOnline. I know what's going on. It was just, we did it like a separately thing, so we just weren't clogging up SFNEOnline with all this stuff. So now that I run it, I'm like, you know what? It's all going to be one, and there's a section for the Grove Show, then there's all this SFNEOnline stuff, all the POVs, and all the other videos. It's one thing. There is an SFNEOnline YouTube that we do not use and do nothing with. So eventually that's going to change. We'll do something with it. I don't know what. But right now, this is SFNEOnline TV. This is SFNEOnline.org's YouTube channel. If anybody's still confused, I will try to make it as easy as possible. This is the YouTube channel of SFNEOnline. Doesn't matter what the URL is for the website, you know, for the youtube.com/ it says The Real Grove Show. It's SFNEOnline TV. It's SFNEOnline's YouTube channel. So if you're a fan of the Facebook and other social media and you're like, oh, okay, I get it now. There you go. You can subscribe. You can like it. You can tell me to screw. Whatever makes you happy. How about that? Whatever you want to do. So, yeah. So, anyway, so back to it. We did 13th World. It was like 8:30 when we got out, and then Jimmy goes, well, what about Fright Kingdom? Because they were originally going to go to Fright Kingdom. Jessica somehow talked them out of doing Fright Kingdom and going to 13th World. So we looked, and we're like, oh, closed at 10. Takes an hour and whatever. It took an hour and 19, less than an hour and 19, like an hour to get there. We got there quick. I was speeding. And matter of fact, we were literally the last people out of the haunt. We were the last ones. Like, we left, they followed us out, closed the gate, and we were done. Like, they were like, get out. It was great. So, and it was still just as good as the first time. So that tells you something. Like, they're doing something right. Fright Kingdom is awesome. End of story. I think so. And what we're going to do is once we hit that, and we're getting closer and closer to the 1K. We just need more people to share the links and get people to, you know, like if there's a video that you actually like that we put out, make sure you share it. Make sure you click the like. I want to try and get to 1,000 subs. I'm hoping by the end of the year we can hit that mark. I'm really hoping. I think we can. I think we can get there together. I think we could do it. It's going to take some work, but I think we could do it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. But anyway, so yeah, if you see a video that you like, don't hesitate to share it. You know, by you sharing it, it helps us. You know, that's the only way. It's the only way we've gotten all these subscribers because of word of mouth. People saying something, people sharing, retweeting. You know, if you're on Facebook, you see it. Click the share button. It takes 2 seconds. That's if you like it. I'm not saying like everything, share everything. You know, if you don't like it, you don't like it. I get it. But if you like it, hit the share button. You know, some people just like, oh, I watched it, cool, go on to the next thing and forget to hit the share button. I get it, I ain't mad, but if you could, that would be great. So, once we get it, eventually it's all going to make sense and all work. Eventually. Eventually it's going to get there. So, we'll see. We will see what happens. All right, so let's get into Sonny's place because this is a place that you guys need to check out. I know it sounds stupid. It's like, it's considered a golf center, but It's really like an FEC tiny amusement park kind of place. It's weird. The technical term is golf center. In the town's laws, it's not allowed to be an amusement park. So it's a fine line. They're trying to expand and do things. They're working with the town to try to change things. So basically they have mini golf. They have a putting, practice green. They have a carousel they just installed. They have this gyro thing. You're going to see all this stuff in this video that at 11 o'clock tonight is going to go out so you can watch that. I totally suggest checking it out. I don't know how many people saw the pictures and saw all the cool stuff that was going on. They had it was really cool. The whole reason why it happened and we found out about this place is because if you remember, 2 Sundays ago we were at Six Flags New England. And when I was talking with Pete Carmichael, the park president, he introduced me to this guy named Chris. Well, after, a day or two later, Chris messaged me, hey, why don't you come down? I'll give you some tickets to go to the Haunted Hayride and check the place out. So I was like, all right, cool. So we went, and we had a ball. We rode the go-karts. We did the Haunted Hayride. We rode the carousel. The kids were riding the Soaring Eagle zip line thing. They were rock climbing walls, trampolines, the gyro spinny puke thing. We did a laser tag. We did a VR shoot game. We played games. We played crane games. Ate food. We did all kinds of stuff. And let me tell you, one, the place is cool. It is really clean. I've never seen a place as clean as this. It was so clean it was creepy. I've never seen a place like this that clean. And the cool thing is, Chris, the general manager, I even seen him with somebody threw trash on the ground. He was right there picking it right up. Psh. The park was decorated, especially where you buy tickets with the Halloween stuff. The mini golf was, had carved pumpkins lit up, so you could play around that. They had Halloween decorations. The go-karts are electric go-karts. They were cool as hell. They were fast. And, if an accident happened, they just shut them all right down. And, because somebody whacked my father when he was driving, and they just stopped, turned them all around, did the hokey pokey, and then we were all off again. The laser tag was cool. There was 4 rounds of 6-minute games. It was cool. Running around. There was an upstairs and then the main floor. It was a little bit different than laser tag than I'm used to because they had where you had bases, you could shoot at it and get a bunch of points, and you could go in the gun and change it and get different perks all the time. So I found I was using bonus and it kept adding bonus points to if I was shooting the thing. The base, shooting the light, and everybody just shooting at each other, and of course we won. Devin always had the winning amount of points, of course, because it's Devin. Young whippersnapper running around shooting things. Me and Devin tried the VR shoot game. You stand in a spot, you can turn around in a circle, you wear the VR goggles, and you had a weird wand, not a gun, but a wand that shot, and you could hit, buttons, and, it shot, and you could have perks and do stuff and shoot, and it was shooting at aliens. They had a zombie one, but they were only doing it at certain times, and I missed it. Oh, was it no, laser tag. We missed that. We didn't know. So, yeah, we used the VR, and I gotta say, the VR was way better than on the rides, and it was cool. It was smooth. It was fun. It was shooting things. I really felt like I was getting into it, even though it was weird. And it uses what I found out about VR and all these, even in a FEC place, like this or whatever, it's all run on cell phones. I found that out. I didn't know. After I talked to Chris when we were leaving, he was like, yeah, he goes, I didn't want to say that because I know you don't you're not a fan of VR, especially with the cell phones. He's like, no, this is a cell phone thing that's built. There's a casing built special for these, it's a different company. And I told him I thought it was cool. This is the way to use VR. I mean, I'm not oh, my mind's changed, I'm going to support VR forever. It was cool for the moment. I wouldn't run out and say VR's a hit. What I played at that moment was cool. That's about what I feel about VR. That's really all I could say about that. It's just a weird thing, But anyway, so we played all kinds of stuff. You know, we did the hayride. And the hayride, everybody knows that I absolutely hate hayride. I absolutely hate them. And here's why I hate hayrides. But I love Sonny's Place's hayride, which is weird, but I'll get into that in a second. I've done Scary Acres. I've done Field of Screams. I've done Spooky World way back in the day. I've done a whole bunch of hayrides. Here's the problem with hayrides, and I wish that other places would use the examples that Sonny's Place did. The problem I have with haunted hayrides, people, they're trying to be scary. They are trying to scare you, and they can't do it. And why can't they do it? Well, a lot of places, obviously, it's on a farm, it's wide open, and they set up little stations, and people are trying to scare you. You can see things coming a mile away. That is what ruins the experience. When you go to a haunted house and you get scared, right? Why? You know, part of the element of scaring, the hallways are tight. I mean, you can walk through them unless you're like 2,000 pounds. You know, but when you're walking through the hallway, things are tight. Things jump out. Things go boo. Well, the same needs to be said for a hayride. Now, obviously, it's a wider path, but it needs to be in tight so you can do what you need to do. You need to be able to scare people, and having it wide open with no like wall type of thing along the whole way to be able to scare people, it takes away from it. The way that Sonny's Place did it, it kept you into the moment at all times, because it's basically like a corn maze, only you're riding in a haunted hayride. So I mean, they had scenes set up, they had live actors. And I don't want to give anything away. I mean, I didn't want to post the POV of the haunt. It's really dark, so you're not going to really see a lot. So I felt it was okay to do so. It's just to give you an idea. Obviously, the experience of being there is better than watching it on video, but some people live far away that see it and can't get to it or don't want to go to it. So that's why it's there. But if you're going to it and you don't want to spoil it, don't watch the video. Don't watch that video when it pops up tomorrow. If you don't care and you kind of want to see how it is to see if it's worth it, then by all means watch it. It was like $17 if you were to pay for it. And even if I went and I paid the $17, I think I still would have been satisfied and still liked it because it was done right. They had scares in the right places. They had cool scenes in the right places. It was just done right. The actors did a great job. I'm not going to spoil some things because this is some cool stuff. My favorite roller coaster, Nelson, would be Superman, the ride at Six Flags New England, Wicked Cyclone, and then I would be like Phoenix and then Boulder Dash. Those are like my top 4 right there. Those are like my 4 favorite roller coasters. So, all in all, with Sonny's Place, it's definitely worth every penny. Like to go there. A little tidbit of information you probably didn't know, maybe you don't care to know. When you pull up into the parking lot and you go, and if you go in and you're like, oh, I want to go get a burger. The cows that made that burger are raised there and then they kill them there, and that's fresh meat. So, there you go. You get a fresh meat burger there. I think I heard it kind of mooing when Devin was eating a burger. We had pizza, excellent. Devin said the burger was great. People had, I had a mozzarella stick, one of Jeremy's, they were great. Food's great. Employees were great. They were helpful. They were nice. They weren't, you know, I go to some of the places where like employees don't care. They had fun. They had a Wizard of Oz pinball machine, which needs a lot of work. A lot of flippers weren't working. Some of the stuff wasn't working. But I forgot to tell him that he needs to fix his pinball machine. So, yeah, there was a lot. It was cool. They had a nice arcade in it. It's just an all-around great play. The carousel was from the 20s. Someone on Twitter said where it was from, like Lake something Park or something. It's the carousel. It has a working band organ playing like Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, and some other stuff. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun. Like, I had a lot of fun there. And I do know it's not official. He just told me a little bit of stuff that they're working on something for Christmas. I already forgot what the name of it is. And they were having, yesterday, I believe, they were having a, like a final meeting about the Christmas stuff. So once he gives me all that information, then I'll get it out to you guys and you should go. But if you're into haunted hay rides or you want to check the place out, there's batting cages and stuff. I did batting cages. It was funny to watch me do it. Like the first round I did it, I hit nothing. But I didn't have my glasses on and I couldn't see nothing. So I looked like an idiot swinging a bat at nothing. But when I put my glasses on, then I hit it and then I was putting on a show with the bat. It was good. The kids and everyone was like, whoa, I still got it. I still got it. I still got it. If I wear my glasses, I was smashing that ball. I still got it. I still got it. But yeah, Sonny's place, definitely, it's definitely a place that you need to, oh, where is it? Oops. Oh. What happened? What did I do? I know I'm not paying attention, but that's not... Alright, I'll have to look that up later. I was trying to look for something that pertained to all this. Sorry about that, but I guess I can't find it at the moment. Anyway, yeah, so like I said, I can't say enough. Like, Mike is a really cool dude. I'm Mike. Chris, at the general manager of Sonnys, excellent guy. The place is cool. I don't know how much more I could say. I mean, what I want to say is, later on tonight at 11 o'clock, if you're laying in bed or bored, taking a shower, taking a dump, whatever, watch the video. Show your friends if you like it. Because, like, when I was tweeting out pictures and putting stuff on Facebook, one, people were excited that I talked about it. There were people like, oh, thank you for putting the spotlight on this place. You know, the problem is I don't put a spotlight on a lot of places because I never heard of them. I didn't know the place existed because, for whatever reason, and for those that are looking like where in Connecticut, it's in Somers, Connecticut. It is like about 10 minutes away from Six Flags New England. So to put that in perspective. So it's just right over the line, 10 minutes away. And so if you're looking for something to do, you know, like, you know, or if you're in the area and you're looking for something else to do, there you go. You can go there. It's 10 minutes away from Six Flags New England. It's definitely affordable for families. You can have a lot of fun. And it was worth every penny that we spent, every penny that, you know, we had a great time. Like, honestly, I thought we were going to, like, do, like, the hayride and the go-karts, stick around a little bit and bail out. We got there for, like, I don't know, 5 o'clock or so. We're like, we'll be out of here by, like, 8 o'clock. We were there to close. And we're like, damn, like, where did the time go? And we didn't want to leave. Like, it was that cool. I didn't realize you could spend that much time there and have that much fun. It was really fun. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video later. Hopefully, you know, you watch it, enjoy it, and whatever, and have a great time with it. Also, when you watch it, let us know what you think about it. Let me know if it's a place that you would like to go. You know. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, he told me some expansion plans they're looking at, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. We'll leave that for another time. That's not really my place because there's nothing confirmed. It's not 100%, so I'm not going to start all these like crazy rumors and stuff. That may or may not happen. So I don't want to get people's hopes up with stuff. So we'll leave it at that for now. It'll be something that we can tease about later. So, yeah, go to Sonny's place, check it out. It was, like I said, I think it's worth the time. If you're in places like that, they're open in the winter. You know, I do know for Christmas time and the winter, you know, the arcade is going to be open. The carousel is going to be open. Probably the go-karts aren't going to be, obviously, there won't be a hayride and some other, you know. But they will have, you know, stuff open. Now, before we go, I should have brought the Fright Kingdom. When you were leaving, they gave you these, promotional cards, and on both sides was upcoming haunts after Halloween. They do one weekend in December, and then they do one night around Valentine's Day. The one for Christmas time is themed to Krampus, and then the other one for around Valentine's Day comes with a meal, comes with the haunt. So it looks like that'll be good, and I'm definitely gonna do both of those for sure. Definitely gonna do both of those. So that's definitely something. So this weekend we're still up in talks, trying to figure out what we're exactly going to do, because we want to go someplace Hysteria. We tried to get Trail of Terror tickets for Saturday, sold out. There's Dark Manor. There's Haunted Overload in New Hampshire. So we're all trying to decide what we want to do. So we got to get that going, because I don't even know where we're going tomorrow night. I have to talk to Jessica. I have no clue where we're going tomorrow night. No idea. So after I do the show, I got to talk and be like, hey, where are we going tomorrow? Where are we going Saturday? Where are we going Sunday? What are we doing? See, me, if it was up to me, I would have just laid out my entire weekends and went, this is what we're doing. And I get it. This is Jessica's thing. Hauntapolooza is Jessica's thing. So I let her have fun with it and let her do a thing. I'm a little different with planning certain things, but she reads a lot of reviews. She wants to make sure, and I agree, because she was like, oh, let's go to the one in Jiminy Peak, but it's like 2.5 hours away, and I don't know how long it is to go through the haunt. I don't want to drive 2.5 hours and be done in 10 minutes. Like, I would say 30 to 45 minutes or longer, or it's not worth the 2.5 hour ride, unless there's other haunts close by, and that's even like kind of kind of an iffy thing. So we'll see. I should hopefully know shortly what is going on, and then we'll post where we're going to go, and if anybody wants to show up and hang out, by all means, come and hang out. And then I'm trying to get all the logistics ready for Fairtown, trying to talk to the owner, get all that stuff taken care of and done, and just get it all done, because we definitely need to get it done. Oh yeah, because I need that for later. All right, cool. All right, so with that being said, we're going to get out of here in a couple minutes. I got a few things I need to take care of and end the show a little earlier than usual, just because there's some important things I have to take care of, and I have to get them done before 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's that, and that's that. So, yeah, we'll be back next week. I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about just yet, and what we're going to be doing next week, but we will be. And if we don't have anything major to talk about, maybe we'll make that an IAPA show, because like I said, I want you guys to be part of it. I want you guys to be part of the conversation. I want you guys to be able to, I want to know what you guys want to see. Not just what I want to see, but what do you guys care about? So we're going to dedicate most of one of the shows, after we do the news, to the IAPA stuff, and decide and write it down. Me and Luca are going to have our plans and do some stuff, and, take it from there and see what happens, because it's definitely going to be cool. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys next week. Don't forget, have you ever gone to Bear Creek? I have not been to Bear Creek. Yeah, thanks. I I bought this at Fairtown. Fairtown has, they sell these. Fairtown has awesome merch. I haven't been to Bear Creek, but I'm going to do I was talking to Luca when we were at Lake Compounds that we are definitely going to, spend a weekend at Bear Creek. Go to Lake Compounds, do some stuff, whatever, just kind of check it out. But yeah, the Fairtown hat, they have some cool shirts. They got all kinds of cool merch. They're a cool place. Definitely check out Fairtown too. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys same time next weekend. Make sure at 11 o'clock you check out the Sonny Place video. Make sure you go check them out. And when you go to Sonny's Place, when you buy your tickets to whatever you're doing, you tell them that Josh from SFNEOnline sent you. Just tell him that. Just tell him that I told him I want to know. So he said to tell you guys that when you go to Sonny's place, tell them that Josh from SFNEOnline sent you to Sonny's place. Make sure you tell him that. And then tomorrow, if you really want to see the POV of the haunted hayride, it's dark. You don't see a whole lot. I mean, you see certain scenes. There are some things you can't see that are really cool, which is fine, because I want you guys to experience everything yourself. So you can check that out, and we will see you guys next week. So until then, everybody, have a great weekend. If I see you, make sure you say hi. And as always, everybody, keep on coasting, y'all. Peace.